This is a video for the Orban 424A compressor and De-Esser and noise gate. In this video I'm just going to go over the functions and explain what they are, and in another video I'll give an audio demo. From left to right we have the gain reduction meter, input attenuator, which I found to be a good setting would be, let's say, between 5 and 8, something like this, more if you need to push more level. Compression ratio goes from 2 to 1 to infinity. Attack time, release time, and then this controls whether the release time is linear or exponential, and they claim that the linear setting is more natural sounding and the exponential is more drastic, pumpy sounding. Gate is a very kind of soft gate. It's not a hard gate. There's no attack and release time controls. It's simply to below a certain point it just slowly shuts the signal off. Now there's a meter for VCA level, which they say is good for making sure that the unit doesn't distort within itself. But if you want it to, you can push it up there. And with the settings and so forth, you can get the meter to go up there. Output trim normally stays around 0. Idle gain doesn't actually affect the gain while the unit is working. You see, here is the operate switch. And as soon as you come out of operate into defeat, what you see is if you change the idle gain, changes the amount of gain reduction. So it's just the gain through the unit when it's bypassed. And that comes in handy when you are comparing the compressed to the non-compressed signal. Now here we have a De-Esser, in and defeat, normal, heavy. You can get quite a bit out of this, and as with any De-Esser, besides vocals, it is useful as a high-frequency compressor for, let's say, snare drum, hi-hat, cymbals, this sort of thing, where you want to just selectively reduce the high frequencies. And then we have a coupled, because there's two channels here, left and right. And then, of course, we have the power switch. And the last thing is on the back panel, there's output level controls, and these can go all the way down to nothing. I found that they work pretty well at normal levels around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock position. So these gain controls are after all of the processing that you might have. It's just the final output level. You're supposed to set that once when you set this thing up in your system. That's all it should need. You shouldn't have to do any tweaking of that after that point. Okay, Orban 424 basic controls.